All right, how's it going, everyone? It's game 3 against the Nationals here. Matchup is Scherzer versus deGrom. Two of baseball's best. Doesn't get much better. Let's go.
Time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans vie for a key series sweep against a fellow wild card contender, and we'll have it for you next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Trey Turner. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Let's take a quick look at the lineups today for the Nationals. You can see is Trey Turner leading it off again. Once again, he's leading the National League. I think he's leading the majors. No, he's not. Take that back. Leading the National League in batting average. You see Ramos actually has a higher average, but for some reason, I guess he doesn't have enough at-bats to qualify just yet. Adam Eaton, Kendrick, Soto again at cleanup. Thames, Suzuki, Castro, and then Asdrubal Cabrera dropped down to number 8 spot. He's still at first base. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Mets. Pretty much a standard lineup there for the New York Mets with the off day tomorrow.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my...
Oh! Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second base as he kicks things off this afternoon with a double.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
I'm surprised that's only a double with his speed.
In now is Adam Eaton. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. In previous duels with deGrom, comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The second baseman.
That bunt really carried. Let me see that real quick. Okay.
He's set and the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Turner, the runner at second with 1 away. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One out and a runner on third. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here now is Juan Soto. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Popped him up.
Popped him up.
Rosario is there for it. And the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Ahmed
The
Rosario.
pitch. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take
just
7 out
foul.
of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Down the left field line and deep. And no one will get this one.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Didn't look good there.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
McNeil was the hero in the bottom of the 9th yesterday. Driving in the game-winning hit. Or driving in the game-winning
Started
RBI.
the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Soto comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, Joe Hedden.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Cespedes behind the ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4.
He got
He
lucky.
becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Coming to the plate now, Pete Alonso. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Not too much success against Scherzer in his young career for Alonso.
Scherzer comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 out with the man at first. Hard hit toward the hole. Turner loves it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in, Eric Thames. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, Matt, what a year this guy's having. Hey, deGrom, this guy has more RBIs than anybody in the league.
He's having a monster season, Dan, and I can't help but fall in love with guys who just have that ability to drive in the big run. I can name you every guy on every team I played that had that knack for coming through in a big spot.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Two and one. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin heads or tails.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, number 25 for him on the year. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
That is it.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. The Mets will, however, have to beat their opposition's best as they've got to go up against their ace in this one.
When you're playing as well as this team is right now, they've got them right where they want them. They're only down one early in this one, and when you've won a couple of games in a row already, you have that feeling you can certainly come back and win this one.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. That looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Count now a ball and a strike. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Left side, but well foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Oh my God.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
I totally misjudged it, but
Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Washington.
all right.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Three and 0 now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So striding in, Wilson Ramos. And he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Two and two to the Mets catcher. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So
could have gone either way.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
So Scherzer in a little bit of trouble here, certainly looking for a double play.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
The 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0.
Wow.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Down the third baseline. Gloved by Castro. To second for 1, and he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into
I
second
thought
base.
that was gonna
Could have been an
go
easy
by him.
double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So stepping in, Brandon Nimmo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1.
Nimmo hasn't done much against Scherzer in his career so far.
Has a look, now the pitch. And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things, down 0-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the stretch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. swing and miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So now it's deGrom.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
It's a good pitch to hit. Yeah, probably a doubleheader today, Flobo. It's my first game of the day, and then they head to Wrigley tonight.
And this is hit hard to the right side.
It's coming right after him.
But foul. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up one of the better hitting pitchers in Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer.
Ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. Pitch on the way. And that misses as well. It's ball 4. And
unforgivable.
It's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. From the stretch.
Well, count 1-0.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
1 away now in the Washington third, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. From the belt, the pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runners on first with 1 down. 2 balls and a strike to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. The 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Cespedes on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Up next for the Nationals, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Ready for another chance? Howie Kendrick 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone.
I forgot that was the runner
and he was
on.
hacking.
That was stupid.
So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. One left for Washington, but they lead it 1-0.
Yeah. So far, Kendrick has been a sucker for that low and outside slider.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
Not shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Here comes the first pitch. Line toward right
Yeah,
center.
there we go.
It's down for extra
Jumped
bases,
on that
and
first
the Mets
pitch.
have their first hit of the game. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. One 0 count. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out.
The left fielder, number 52. Johannes.
Now batting, Yoenis Cespedes reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hot shot down the line, and he tries
That'll
to
tie the
reach
game.
Third, but he gets by the glove.
Cespedes
down the
rounding
line.
first into
And the
second,
tying run is into
and it's a
score
stand-up
from third.
double.
It's 1-1, and he'll pull into second with one away.
He was not messing around in that at bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
So here's Pete Alonso as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. The set and the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This is line to
Hey,
left.
that's connected to left and
So
right at him.
is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. We played 3 full, all even now at 1-1.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Into the box now, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
First pitch on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And it's 1-1.
Oh, come on.
This guy's been really on
Good
point so
pitch.
far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ball 2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball.
Yeah,
Every hitter thinks that,
establishing
hey,
in the
they can
4th.
do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Ball 2.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Nah, I'm good.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I'm not throwing that changeup again. That's what he hit out last time.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with
Hey,
the
look,
Mets manager
finally,
to
she's not
discuss
wearing
his
the
thoughts
peacoat.
on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First offering on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Nice.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and
Scherzer's
such a
spazzing
dangerous
out here.
pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacob deGrom.
Clear bunt opportunity
Put the
here.
ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
That's why you have to square early and give yourself a chance to really hone in on a strike zone. You can't attempt to bunt a pitch that's out of the zone. Have to find a way to take that one for a ball.
Ready with the 0-1. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And they'll make sure this stays foul down the line, and that becomes the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Come on.
Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And a relay home.
Oh my God.
Ball's there, and Suzuki makes the tag.
Oh, that
He's
is
out
terrible.
Of the play.
The batter, number 6.
Boy, should have held him. That was ugly.
So now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 1-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The set and the 2-0. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
2-1. Here it is.
Yeah.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Now it's Cespedes.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set. The 0-1 shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We played 4 full. The Mets are out on top, 2-1.
Damn.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Up next.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
You got
and
2 of them in this
he's
game.
Right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping into the box as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Standing in now, Max Scherzer. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2-0.
Come on. I haven't thrown
Can't
a
fall behind
strike to
against the
Max
pitcher.
Scherzer yet
Need
in
to
this game, I don't
minimize
think.
pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Swing and he
There we
pops him
go.
up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Alonso is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Takes this the other way to right,
no.
and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got it.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Adam Eaton digging in next. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Yeah, the Mets went ahead with a RBI single by McNeil.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Mr. Met's wife? I have no idea what her name is. I had no idea there was such a thing.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
It's a big
Hey,
pitch
there's
right
a ton
here.
of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
He's set the payoff pitch. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. That's leave a pair. Our score remains 2-1.
Let's preserve the lead.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Pitch on the way.
So younger fans say Mrs. Met. Older fans say Lady
Into the
Met.
windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I wouldn't have said either. I mean, I feel
Today's game,
bad, but
everybody's
I didn't
trying
even
to
know
work
there
off
was
the mound north-south, trying to elevate that
a
heater.
female
He wanted that pitch right there, but I can
Met
tell you as an
character.
offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Yeah, McNeil's had some big hits
The 1-0.
this season. Even if his average is below what he was hitting
Well, this
last
is
year.
a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. All even now, 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Wilson Ramos is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah.
And he misses 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Oh!
He struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3
Struck
up,
out the
3
side.
down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Howie Kendrick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The second baseman.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans.
I think I got him 3
He
times.
struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Yeah.
So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Juan Soto to the plate now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Sent on the ground out to 2nd. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single.
The batter, the right fielder, Eric King.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Outside, 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Shit.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. No hits to this point. First offering on its way.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit.
Damn it.
And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess for the bullpen as 3 runners are his responsibility. Brad Brock was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Brock.
Oh boy.
So here's Starlin Castro as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Bases are loaded with only one out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cespedes is going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Standing in as Drupal Cabrera, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping up now, J.D. Davis. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
So a full count now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he connects deep
and
left.
It's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run.
All right.
A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. And it's given the Mets a 3-2 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Wow, upper deck, 421 feet. That was a bomb. It's going to
On
be
his
all
way
for
out
Max
to the mound
Scherzer.
now is the Washington manager, and the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Austin Voth takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
And I'm going to head to the bathroom for a second here. I'll be back. All right, sorry for the delay of game there. Let's get back to this here.
Number 50.
Austin Voth.
Austin Voth.
He's 1-1 with a 4.5.
So here's Brandon Nimmo.
Center fielder, number 9.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Nimmo's been slumping a bit his past few games.
And the 0-1. Swing and a line drive,
nope.
but this is going to get foul.
His average, which was once well above 300, is now dipped
Set to
below it.
deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Dominic Smith will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2. Dominic Smith.
Fouled away. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 11 home runs and 25 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Smith, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Both teams with 6 hits so far. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Swing, and he puts a charge
High
into this
and
one.
deep to
High and
right
deep.
field.
And you can
Off the
forget
foul
about
pole.
it. This
Home
ball is
run.
gone. A solo shot down the line in right. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
This guy's unstoppable.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
That's so awesome. There it is, right there. Right in the middle of the H in show. If that foul pole hadn't been there, it would be an upper deck shot. See if I can get on the baseball here. Focus on the baseball. Let's see. I don't know how to do that. Whenever I do it, it's accidental.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff McNeil. He singled his last time up.
Let's get some action in the bullpen here. Familia's already up. I'm going to get Wilson throwing as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Started to go.
Oh, give
Look
me a
for
break.
The appeal down to third, and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no error. Ryan Zimmerman is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Jerry's Familia will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Familia.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right. So a
First
leadoff
pitch.
single here to start the 7th.
The bat, number 7.
The warm-ups do help the player. What I noticed, what I think is occurring is, first of all, if you look at the 4 pitches on the screen here, sinker, slider, four-seam fastball, and splitter, each one shows the button that you press, but around the button you have a circular kind of graph, and it's like a line, oh, it went away, of blue, and you can see four-seam fastball has the longest line, and the like the splitter has the shortest one. So I think when you're warming up and you kind of get your pitches just right, so like you tap the button at just the right time, then your speed and the location of your pitch is where Familia wanted it. Then your confidence in that pitch goes up, so that'll help you face the batters in the game. I think that's how it works.
Here now is Trey Turner. And
Oh,
his first
no.
pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Well,
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be
Oh,
the
boy.
opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
I've thrown
Well, you know
2
what,
pitches,
this pitcher's kind of working
and both
around
of them
trouble
have been
the
nailed.
entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here, right here, and bust through in this one.
No balls and a strike to count.
Boy, do I need a
Ready
double
with
play.
nothing in one pitch. Drops one down
Oh,
here.
my
And he'll try to
God.
beat it out.
Oh, nobody wants to play it.
And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Well, this is looking ugly.
Howie
This is looking very
Digging
ugly.
in, Howie Kendrick. He went down on strikes last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? This is line to left. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags
Shit.
from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
What's going on,
So we've
Familia?
got runners at the corners here. 1 away. And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. From the stretch.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase him.
Rosario brings it in to second.
Yeah!
For relay to first in time.
Woo!
Just like that, the side is retired.
Whoa!
Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals.
I thought that was in the
On
center.
now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Mets lead this one 4-3. Hunter Strickland gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
number 60.
Hey, by the way, Hunter Strickland, the Mets signed him a few days ago. All right, let me see this double play again. That was huge, huge, huge. Gets by Familia. Rosario grabs it. Oh, he flips with his glove. Yep. To McNeil. To first. Double play. Back the bus. Back the bus, Familia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
All right, let's get our 8th inning guy up here. Get up there, Lugo.
A 1 pitch on its way. A
Oh,
swing
that's
drives
it.
it
Well
down toward the
deep
gap.
left. Goodbye.
Solo
there's
home
the run
here
back-
off
right
the bat
back.
of Yoenis Cespedes, number 21 for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Boom. Now it's Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Ouch.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. There's ball four.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Digging in once again, Wilson Ramos. He was punched out looking at strike three last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And
2 strikes on him.
Go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is.
Here's
you're
Davis.
Go deep and still feel confident.
J.D. Davis will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game.
Oh, is that Davis? You're not playing the game the way it's meant to be played. Just kidding.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time.
Either.
2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now it's Nimmo with a chance to break out of his slump.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon.
That's a fair
And
ball.
this will find the wall deep in the corner.
And a run scores.
That'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your
He
pitcher.
slaps
going into the
this
bottom
one
part of the
down
inning.
the
Yeah,
third
Dan,
base
no doubt,
line.
as an offense, all you're
Fair
trying to
ball.
do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Rowan
They
Salinas
bring in
takes
the
over pitching
left-hander.
duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Hey, you know who I haven't seen lately? Jed Lowry. My dad's gonna love this. Let's do it.
Jed Lowry will
Let's give
grab
Jed
a
a
bat and hit
shot.
for the pitcher here.
Number 4. Yeah. Lowry.
Let's see. You're asking about Conforto's speed. Yeah, he's definitely fast enough here. Conforto's speed in the game is he's not slow. He's like average speed. I think he's like a 50-something speed. Whereas Ramos is a 1 and Nimmo is a 72.
Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. And how about
Shit.
that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the
Lowry
home run.
sucks.
No errors, and a couple of men left. We'll
That's
look
what he
ahead
would
to
say
inning
if he
number
was here.
8 now. It's the Mets 6 and the
I know,
Nationals 3.
one pitch. All right. Put in
Seth
Seth
Lugo
Lugo.
has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Nice going, Jed. He's a bum. We're paying him $10 million to sit on the bench. What a terrible signing. Etc., etc. Keeps telling me I need to release him. I'm like, come on, he can at least play all my infield positions, and he's a decent fielder, and he's a switch hitter. He's not a, he's not a power hitter, but he's a switch hitter. He's had a slow start to the season, yeah, but I'm not about to eat his huge salary. Still plenty of time to contribute.
Ready to.
Leading off for the Nationals, the right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
He's
All
ready.
right,
Here's the first offering.
Here's Thames. At least I don't have anybody on, so I don't have to worry about the home run here.
Metropolitans maintaining a slim lead in the late going
I'm
of
not
this
gonna eat
series
his
finale.
contract,
So
that's
if they
fine.
can wrap it up, they'll complete the series.
I've given up 3 home runs
Hey,
to
Matt,
Thames
what a
this
great spot
series.
to be in. You're playing
So,
good baseball. You're going for the sweep,
Hold
and
on.
you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
all right,
And
let's
even
strike this
sweeter,
guy
of course,
out.
is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the
See
home
if,
faithful. So we'll see if they
he'll go
can
for this
send these
curveball.
fans home happy.
Nope.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect
Ouch.
the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he fouls this one off.
Dangerously here. That's not where I wanted it.
The 1-2.
Thames has had such a great season. Oh, shit.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Love it.
Digging in to try it again, Kurt Suzuki. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And
Very
the
nice.
first is there to record the second out.
Now
in now, Starlin Castro. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Seared down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Nationals gone in order. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
It was one of the more impressive
Here's
innings
the 0-1.
from Seth Lugo that we've
Fouled
seen.
off.
There have been a bunch of them.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, that's off the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into
Could
left
it
field.
be?
And it's gone.
Gone!
As they add still another.
Oh,
A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. 3rd home run for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
it's a hanging Brayton ball. I thought Soto was going to catch it. Couple things I want to do here. McNeil, you can sit down. Gonna give Nunez some playing
Eduardo
time here.
Nunez will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Mets. Number 12. Eduardo Nunez.
And let me see that. Oh, just a couple of feet away.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. And the pitch. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Yoenis Cespedes. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in
those
the zone,
numbers
and that
keep
ball
getting
got
better and
smoked.
better.
Listen,
for
if you're going to throw that
Cespedes this
changeup,
season.
you have to try to keep that
Remember,
thing
this
at
is a
the
guy
knees or
that
below. He can ill afford to throw
It wasn't but
waist high to belt high
month and a
changeups.
half ago that he was hitting in
Now
the
the 1-0.
230s.
1-1 the count.
He has been on such a tear.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball well outside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Bases are empty.
All right, here
with
comes
2
the
men
power
out.
swing.
Swing and a line drive.
Nah.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. It's the Mets 7 and the Nationals 3. Eduardo Nunez will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second
Number
here.
12, Eduardo Nunez.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera.
Now in left, number 16, Jake Marie.
Bring him in. Not a save
Edwin
opportunity. It's all right.
Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Diaz getting some work in a non-save opportunity with the off day after this game. On the schedule, it's an off day, but I plan on doing a doubleheader tonight in Wrigley. Noah Syndergaard on the mound. I would trust him to. I was thinking about bringing Betances in, but he has so many more innings thrown this season than Diaz that I feel like I want to even it out a little bit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder still ranging back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
What's going on here?
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
I don't understand.
That's dinger number 6 on the day.
This guy's not even a power hitter. What the hell?
I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different...
Okay. Well, Betances is throwing. Oh, boy.
At the plate now, Trey Turner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Striding into the box, Adam Eaton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. There's a swing and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And in the 9th inning, every team's goal is to bring that tying run to the plate, and he does that here. But I got to tell you, a single or a double would have done the trick too. That was risky trying to stretch that thing, but it ended up working out in the end.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
This is pretty bad here.
So now to the plate, Howie Kendrick, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A man at third with 1 away.
No, I don't want the fastball. I want the slider.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first.
Was it just me, or did he swing like a second after?
Now. Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the
what the hell? No, come on. That's just silly. So Kendrick glitched out there.
And now for Washington.
And now it's Soto.
And he needs to make something happen.
Honestly, I'd rather face Soto than Thames on deck. So we got to get this guy here.
Set and the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a
Fly ball. Marisnik.
And this should do it.
And put it in the book.
The Mets break out the brooms at home and sweep their division
Ooh,
rival.
got close at the end there.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series.
Diaz did not
Breaking
have
out
his
the brooms and sweeping
top
the other
stuff.
guys right out of here.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. The New York Mets get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Brad Brock wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Okay, well,
The final line score for this afternoon's ball
Brock
game.
with the win,
For the victorious
Scherzer
New York
with
Mets,
the
7
loss,
runs to 11
Mets
hits.
with
No errors. They left 9
the
runners
sweep.
on base. For the Nationals, 5 runs, 12 hits. No errors.
Take a look
They
at
left
the,
9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights. This is earlier in the game. Thames with a home run to left field. He ties Alonso for the lead in National League for home runs. Cespedes with a double down the left field line that ties it up at 1. Rosario single to right, and then Davis out by a few miles. Really a mistake to send him there. That was just embarrassing. But then Davis crushes this one to make it 3-2. And Smith with a pinch hit home run. Oh, I mean, how many times have we seen this season? Off the foul pole. Soto grounds out in a huge double play in the 7th. And Familia escapes trouble here. Cespedes crushes one in the 7th. Rosario, he just poked one over the fence. That was an insurance run there. I thought Soto was gonna catch that one. He was just a foot or two away. Boy, Diaz comes in and allows a 2-run home run to Defoe off the bench. Just over the fence. But then Soto with the fly out to left. And that Sunday afternoon game is in the books. Yeah, no, the old Fox theme is better. All right, First the Nationals batting lines here. Trey Turner. I have so much trouble with this guy. He went 3 for 5 today, but luckily he didn't score. Eaton 2 for 5. Soto, Thames, and Suzuki with a hit each. Cabrera went 2 for 4, and Zimmerman had a hit in his one pinch hit opportunity. They struck out 10 times. 2 home runs today by the Nationals. Thames and Defoe. They're 25th and 2nd of the season, respectively. So Scherzer didn't pitch that poorly, but he certainly wasn't at his best. He ended up being tagged with the loss after giving up that go-ahead run on the home run to J.D. Davis. Voth gave up a run in relief. Strickland gave up 2 runs in relief. And Elias gave up 1 run. For the Mets, 3 for 5 day for Rosario with 2 runs scored. Really nice day for him. McNeil went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Cespedes 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Alonso, he walked once, but he had an 0 for 4. Conforto, still in a little bit of a slump, but he did walk twice today at least. Ramos with a hit and 1 for 3. Davis 2 for 4, including the home run. Nimmo, who's been in a little bit of a slump, he had the late RBI single in this game. And Smith with another 1 for 1 with 1 RBI and 1 run scored. Home runs today, 4 of them. Davis, Rosario, Smith, Cespedes. deGrom, 5.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs, 6 strikeouts. Good outing, but he just wasn't in there long enough for the win. I pulled him in the 6th. He had such a high pitch count in his previous game, so I was just being a little conservative there. Brock came in. He did give up a hit that tied, or sac fly, I think, tied the game. But then he ended up getting credited with the win. Familia and Diaz. Neither of them were great. Both of them gave up 3 hits in their inning and allowed some runs. Lugo, though, was excellent. Struck out the side. Good outing for him. Yeah, Smith's numbers are wild. I've got to play him in Wrigley, I think, but I don't know where to play him. You know, I just don't have a position for him. All right, let's advance the day. Two and a half games from first place.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Mets combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 7-5. Entering the day's action, the Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East, and the Nationals are 3rd in the division. The Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. In the standings, the Braves sit in 1st place in the National League East division, and the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West division. The A's completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-4. They now have 5 straight wins. At the start of the day, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East division, and the Athletics are in 1st place in the AL West. The Miami Marlins brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-4. As of right now, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, while the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-1. As of today, the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central Division, and the Reds are 3rd in the division. The St. Louis Cardinals finished off a 2-game sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-1. In the standings, the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are 2nd in the division. The Colorado Rockies hit 3 long balls as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-1. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in 2nd place in the National League West division, while the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. The Diamondbacks combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, and the Diamondbacks are 4th in the division. The Orioles halted their 6-game losing streak as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-2. Heading into the day, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, while the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. The New York Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Red Sox on the road 16-2. As of right now, the Red Sox are atop the American League East Division, and the Yankees are 2nd in the division. The Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0. In the standings, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. The Twins picked up 14 hits in total as they dethroned the Royals 9-0. At the start of the day, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, while the Twins are atop the division. The Mariners got 12 hits in this one as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 7-6. Heading into the day, the Angels are in 2nd place in the AL West, while the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. The Cleveland Indians amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-2. As of today, the Rangers sit in 4th place in the American League West, and the Indians are in 3rd place in the AL Central. The White Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 11-0. Entering the day's action, the Astros sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, while the White Sox sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Okay, and now, as annoying as this can be, I have to advance today one more time because of the off day. So, here we go.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. The Baltimore Orioles pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-0. The Oakland Athletics combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-3. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Rougned Odor plated 4 runs with 3 hits on the day, helping lead the Rangers past Kansas City 6-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
All right, so here's our matchup for tonight. Noah Syndergaard, 3-5. I mean, God, he's been great this season, but pitched in tough luck. So, really hoping that we can right the ship with him because his ERA has been excellent. He's among the top 10 in the league. And they're facing off against Tyler Chatwood at Wrigley Field. All right, so good game today. And I'll catch you later today when I plan on doing this next one in Chicago. Have a good one.